Welcome friends to NATCOn and TB Dialogues. Today we have amongst us a very important person from Thrissur, where the 78th National Conference of TB and Chest Diseases is happening, NATCOn 78 in Thrissur in Kerala. So we have amongst us Dr Jagadees Raj. He has also been a medical doctor associated with the Kerala State TB program in Thrissur, and helped train and mentor many medical officers in bee control over the years. Currently, he is a senior consultant for asthma, allergy, tuberculosis, and a range of other pulmonary diseases, and a very unique doctor who has double medical speciality and super specializations. So, and also a professor and head in a medical college, dental college in Thrissur. So, welcome, Professor. How are you? Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, Dr. Jagdees, can we, as 78 NATCon has just begun today, so first of all, your initial remarks on where are we in the fight against TB? You can talk about Kerala, Thrissur, in update.
That's in fight against TB, again a long way to go, no doubt about it. All our activities actually began, it is TB Association formed so many years ago. We started our program in 1964, I think, and so many. After that, there was revised the national program in 1997. Then we changed it to National Tuberculosis Elimination Program. We are, of course, we are trying our best. The state and all the professionals. Associate staff, all are trying our level best to control TB, no doubt about it. Everybody is trying well, no doubt. But still there are lacunae. That is the thing. Because one thing we should have started NT elimination program itself from 1964. Anyway, that part is over. One thing is, whenever we start a program, of course, naturally a program is started only after a thorough study is taken place. Only after that one system or government starts the program. We should give a period for that. We should study a time frame also. Once we start, one way take everybody staff into the program, teach them about the program. Once all are charged for this program, and after that, after a few years, if you change the program, that affects the program. So that affects a lot of money wise also, cost wise also, a lot of waste. So once we started, now we have started NTAP, and we should stick to that for a particular period. Then only we should think of revise any further revision. That is one point. Another point, definitely this resistance, tuberculosis resistance is that hurdle in front of us for eliminating tuberculosis. So we should definitely increase our investment, all aspects. We should learn more about this resistance, and of course this genomic studies might help us in future. So in future, if these genomic studies all become common, and if we are able to implement these genomic studies to find out tuberculosis resistance earlier, and if we are able to prevent resistance, then I think we would be able to eliminate tuberculosis. This resistance is something between elimination and between us standing tall. So definitely this resistance has to be tackled very wisely in future also. That's my point. We should give more time to study the resistance and manage it in a society wise, not in a tertiary level, but we should bring that tracking the development of resistance in the primary basis. We should be able to do. Once we are able to do that, we can definitely we will be able to control or eliminate tuberculosis. That's my point.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rajneesh. Dr. Jagadish, you were also telling me about like how can we find all TB? It is for infection control and TB. It is very important to find all the cases, put
Yes.
them on treatment, and
Yes.
ensure that they get cured. And the chain of transmission of infection is also
Yes.
broken, right?
Yes.
So,
Defi-
how do you see it? How can we do this? How can we find all TB?
See, as we all know, it is the transmissions that is the one problem. That's why it is spreading and spreading. Number is increasing. So, in our revised national program, they their main thing was to cut the chain of transmission. That was their thing, and that was somewhat successful. So naturally transmissions through contact with sputum positive patients. So we gave more importance to find out the sputum positive patients who are the people who transmit the disease. And of course we have the time, at least we have time to treat the sputum negative patients, but we don't have time to treat the sputum positive patients because they are transmitting. So sputum, of course, sputum is the primary investigation. We should never move away from the sputum examination, sputum AFB. We should stick to it that we should stick to find out the sputum positive patients as early as possible, or we should go to the society to find out sputum positive patients. Instead of waiting for patients coming to the medical system, we should go into the society, find out the sputum positive patients and treat. That we should do, no doubt about it. But the emerging, as I told you earlier, now the emerging problem is resistance. So this,
Also, sir, before we go to resistance, so those who are not positive on, because microscopy underperforms in diagnosing TB, right? So also please explain.
yeah, that is what sputum negative patients diagnosis is a challenge actually. It is a very big challenge. So naturally, now those latest techniques or TrueNat, Cibinat, all these actually helping us to diagnose this sputum negative patients, and that also we should increase the number of specimens to be sent to the TrueNat or Cibinat. That's something what we are doing right now. All of us are doing that right now. We are taking the samples, and one advantage is we can not only sputum, we can take any sample and send for TrueNat or Cibinat. So I think that is Cibinat is the ideal solution for TB negative patients. And not only that, in some situations you will have to give treatment even if you don't get a definite diagnosis. That is purely under the discretion of the experienced pulmonologist. That is what I feel. So that option also should be there to give empirical treatment for suspected tuberculosis, extrapulmonary tuberculosis patients after doing all these investigations.
And how do you see, sir, the importance of doing drug susceptibility testing upfront before starting the treatment?
See,
In terms of drug resistance, you raised a very
definitely,
important-
definitely, if possible, we should be able to do that. That is to prevent the further resistance in our society. The resistant strains are spreading, and it is the most dangerous situation. So, if we are able to do this susceptibility testing, of course, susceptibility also takes time. It has got its own some its own limitations. A lot of limitations are there. One is it takes time. Other one is we are not sure about the time given for each drug to make sure that it is resistant or not. For each and every drug, time changes. We can't test different time for different drugs. We can do it together. So that is a disadvantage. So there are disadvantages for this sputum susceptibility testing. But genomic studies definitely is going to change all these disadvantages. I hope these genomic studies come more and more. Finally, it becomes cost very less cost. If with less cost we are able to study the genomic study, it would be very fantastic. We can prevent. Not only we can detect resistance, we can prevent resistance. That is the advantage.
Totally agree with you. Let us hope genome sequencing really becomes
Yes, yes.
a reality for most marginalized, most left behind. Like it's not only about big hospitals, but as you rightly said, taking these services to the people.
That is the most important thing.
Any your message for World TB Day? Your message for World TB Day? We will use it around World TB Day.
My message is, first we should stick to the sputum AFB. That is my first message. Sputum AFB, still sputum AFB should be the investigation of choice. Next, we should be able to introduce our newer technologies as early as possible in the social into the society, and make use of the advantage of technology even up to the ground level, even up to the nook and corner of India. Yes, that's.
Thank you so much. Dr.